When you think of a 16-inch laptops, what normally comes to mind is a full-blown, big and bulky gaming laptop. But here I am with this machine. This is the HP Spectre X360, a 16-inch 2-in-1 convertible laptop. Now, you can think of it as a normal than usual everyday laptop with different modes offering some serious multimedia capabilities. So the variant HP sent me in for this review costs 1,64,999 rupees, and in my opinion, this offers a great value proposition, albeit with some minor niggles. But the main question is, who is this laptop exactly for? Well, that's what I'll try to answer in my review of the HP Spectre X360 16-inch 2-in-1 convertible laptop. Hello everyone, I'm here for Fiiber by India today, and now let's get started. First things first, this might be a big 16-inch laptop with a gorgeous OLED panel. However, gaming is not its strong suit. So if pure performance is what you're seeking, then you should instead consider getting a dedicated gaming laptop. With that said, the HP Spectre X360 will be a great companion for those who have long lived with a 14-inch everyday laptop, but now want more in terms of screen size, maybe a little more versatility. But you may ask that, is there a catch? Well, I'll get to that in a bit. First, let me tell you all the good and bad of this machine. Of course, if you love watching detailed tech videos such as this, then consider hitting that red subscribe button and also turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. Now let's get the key specs out of the way first, and for a big multimedia focused high-end everyday laptop, this one is packed to the gills. Under the hood, the Spectre X360 is powered by the Intel Core Ultra 7 155AH processor offering 16 cores and 22 threads. There's the integrated Intel Arc GPU, which is touted to be twice as fast as the Iris Xe graphics. There's a substantial amount of 32 GB RAM along with 2 TB SSD storage. Up front, there's a massive 16-inch OLED display with touch support, and HP also supplies a stylus in the retail box. There's a 9MP webcam in the top bezel. Then the ports and I/O are also well taken care of with a Type A and 3.5mm jack on the left, while the right has an HDMI port along with two Thunderbolt 4 Type-C ports. Now my only nitpick here with this laptop would be that if it had an SD card slot, that would have been awesome. So I think this omission could be a deal breaker for some. Now there's no denying that this is a big laptop. I mean, for a machine aimed to be mostly used in tent mode or say even in tablet mode, the 16-inch canvas along with a 2kg weight does make it a bit cumbersome to operate. Especially if you have ever used a 14-inch 2-in-1 convertible laptop, then you'll totally understand what I'm trying to say here. But once you're past the handling bit, then the looks and the all-metal build of this machine are phenomenal to say the least. The sharp corners, the embossed HP logo on the lid, Zero Flex, all scream premium, although I would have loved to see the screen's top and bottom bezels to be slimmer than what they currently are. But again, when you hold the machine in tablet mode, the bezels make a lot of sense to keep palm rejection in check. But yes, the HP Spectre is one heck of a looker. Fit and finish is top notch. The hinge is on the firm side, but I think it makes sense to be this way, considering that if you consume a lot of videos on your laptop, you would use this one in tent mode. And speaking of tent mode, the multimedia experience is one undeniably immersive thing on this machine. Especially HP brands this 16-inch OLED panel to be IMAX enhanced, and oh boy, I watched a couple of MCU movies on this machine with the IMAX aspect ratio, and I could literally tell the difference. This is definitely something I wish is supported across apps and video content. Of course, the panel supports HDR video playback too, and the quality itself is quite good. However, with up to 500 nits brightness, I won't call it the brightest around. The brightest I would say would be the MacBook Pro, which currently boasts up to 1600 nits of peak brightness when it comes to HDR video playback. That said, the quad speakers with tuning from Poly Studio, DTS-X Ultra and HP's Audio Boost produce a loud and crisp audio output with a good amount of depth and bass. Overall, I won't say that this is the most color accurate display you can get at this price, but for what it's worth, it is a large and vibrant panel, a gorgeous one indeed. and thanks to the high contrast, you get those usual inky blacks OLED displays are known for. Alright, quickly before I talk about the performance, let me give you my 2 cents on the keyboard and the trackpad on offer here. So this right here is a well-sized backlit keyboard with large keycaps which are well spaced out, deep travel, and if you're someone who types a lot on their laptop, well, you're going to have a snappy and responsive experience. Even the trackpad is greatly improved from previous iterations and now offers multi-touch haptic feedback. Plus, this is a huge trackpad, guys, and definitely one of the best and most responsive ones I've ever used on any Windows machine. Okay, now let's talk about the performance of this laptop. And you remember at the start I mentioned that this laptop is not for gamers. So who is it exactly for? I would say if you're someone who needs a big and stylish everyday laptop for media consumption, or if you're a creator, this is where this one's going to appeal. Of course, a quick look at the benchmark results on your screens and the numbers clearly suggest that the scores of the Core Ultra 7 155H slots right in between what machines powered by a Core i7 1360p and the power-hungry Core i7 13700H would score. You can pause your screens and take a look. Basically, what this means is that unless and until you are pushing this laptop to its limit, say you're running Adobe Premiere Pro on this and trying to edit multiple streams of 4K content on it, well, if you do that, then definitely you're going to feel that this machine is underpowered. However, for tasks that are less demanding, or in fact, let's even take gaming for that matter, the Intel Arc might not be as good as a dedicated NVIDIA GPU, but for me, playing a game such as Tekken 7 in 1080p resolution at medium graphics resulted in a smooth gameplay experience for the most part. Again, this is not a gaming laptop and I wouldn't even recommend it for playing battle royale games as well, but arcade titles that don't demand a lot of graphics power should suffice for most of the casual users. Apart from this, when it comes to the speed and responsiveness too, the HP Spectre X360 does not disappoint at all. So running multiple instances of my desktop, dozens of tabs opened in Chrome, also throw in some photo editing, and I would say I had a good time with this laptop when it comes to speed and fluidity. That said, I wish the battery life was better than what I'm currently getting with this machine. So given I've been using this machine at its highest resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate is also enabled, and also I'm understanding that this is an OLED panel, I was still not expecting a groundbreaking battery life, but an 83 watt-hour battery is still good enough size, and having to charge my laptop twice in a workday still seemed annoying sometimes. But the good thing is that there's 100 watt of charging on offer, and you're also getting the 100 watt charger with the retail box, and say usually a 0 to 70% charge takes about an hour, so that is great. Plus, I also didn't notice any sort of major overheating issues or throttling issues, or fans getting louder than usual, so that I would say is a plus. This brings me to the verdict, and I will try to keep it as simple as I can for this one here. So long story short, the HP Spectre X360 16 inches is a big and stylish everyday laptop that's great for media consumption and creators. It has this large and vibrant OLED display, a well-sized backlit keyboard with large keycaps, and a huge trackpad that's one of the best and most responsive ones on any Windows machine. Of course, the battery life could be better, but it charges quickly and doesn't overheat, so that's good. Again, as I've been saying throughout the video, it's a great option for those who need a laptop mainly for media consumption and also a machine that can handle some light gaming. However, if you're a hardcore gamer or need a laptop for professional video editing, I would say you'd want to look elsewhere. Fiiber rates the HP Spectre X360 a 7.5 out of 10. Rest, what are your thoughts about this machine? Let me know everything in the comments below. And as always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiiber. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.